you just go by Amine. You're like Prince or Beyonce. You just have one name,
right.
and everyone knows.
Listen to this guy.
Really, we walk through the crowd here. He gets stopped like every 2 seconds. Well, and honestly, my palate is, you know, pretty pedestrian. I usually pick up on 5 or 6 notes.
You're like, this tastes like whiskey. Yay!
Yeah. Wait, please put that back up to your face again.
Andy's filming.
Talking about getting people into your brand, I was very skeptical of the Sapsquatch and the Bee's Knees because I've never liked the honey finish.
Shirt. Oh, it's a peerless shirt. That's awesome.
Nice. What size is that, Charlie? Why don't you try it on?
It's a youth medium.
And keep your bung holes tight. Oh, keep your bung holes tight.
Oh, hey, Andy. How's it going?
What's up, Andy? Day 2, starting off at Bardstown Bourbon Company.
That's right.
We forgot to stop in here yesterday, so.
Yeah, to be fair, it was very busy.
Yeah.
So what are we hoping to get?
I know they don't have it up there. It's probably already gone. It's probably been gone, but if they had Cathedral up there to try, that would be nice. I may pick up the KYBF single barrel though.
It looks like they got a couple. I'm kind of excited to see what they got up here.
Tell them what you've already picked up this morning.
Oh yeah, already snagged Green River KBF foolproof pick and the new Green River decanter, also a foolproof, but the wheated. Very excited about that. That's going to be excellent content. So excited.
No difference. 2 lines, guys. 2 lines.
There's 2 lines.
2 lines.
And then I'd love to try the Disco 13 as well, if I can.
It's our last bottle, so I gotta give you a little something.
All right.
Thank you.
I like it a lot. It was,
I'd like to try the Cellar too.
I was working at Distillery.
Okay, so we're in the Maker's Mark tent. We've got the Cellar Age 2025 that we're sampling.
There is a very long line for this bottle.
There is a very long line.
I'm very excited. Boy, that nose is nice.
Really familiar.
It is. Cheers. Which one do you want?
That's nice. That's really nice.
Bro.
That's
Flavor explosion.
yeah.
Just
Lots of, it's a little off profile for makers, I think. Like a lot of caramel and
brown sugar.
Yeah.
Like I get this like really kind of sweet, and then a lot of pepper like on the sides of my tongue.
Do we know what the age on this one is? Is it
11 years old?
It's, I dare say it's not super oaky for 11 years.
But that oak finish comes in at the end and just kind of sits nice and just tannic enough.
Really nice.
It's super nice. Holy crap.
Ooh, I like that. We need to get a bottle.
So one of the things about Bourbon Festival is if you're coming here thinking you're going to get these really allocated bottles, you can, but you're going to stand in line for a really long time. So the doors opened at noon. People ran right to this line. They're going to stand in line for at least an hour, hoping that there's enough bottles that they get one. We would love to be those people, but we have to make content for you jokers. So, but at least we get to taste it. That's what's fun, because that's kind of the whole point.
Absolutely. Cheers to Maker's Mark. Great
Cheers
job.
to Maker's Mark.
Wait.
That's my Glencairn.
No, you lost it. I don't know where it's at now, huh?
Somewhere.
But there's so many flavors. 8 bottles left. That's it.
Do we buy it here or back? I'm taking one for sure. Thank you.
Sorry for the rough label. It tastes like a real story.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
We're now distilling with Whiskey House. Our distillate with Whiskey House, we distilled 721.9 in 2024. We distilled the Stitzelweller clone in 2025. All of that will be the base of our 4 Grain Bourbon. beginning in 4 years. So in 2029, the Four Grain will be Whiskey House distilled.
That's
why
awesome.
we're here in their tent.
Okay, great. Thanks for the information.
I'm Charlie. We're so into bourbon. We're big fans of your stuff. We've done quite a few episodes.
Nice to meet you.
Sapsquatch is like my unicorn bottle, so I'm so excited I snagged one. I happen to have
When's our master blender?
The guy in the black shirt?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to go talk.
Who's the mind behind the magic?
Thank you. All right, so we're here at the KBF 2025. We are with Clinton with Short Barrel. He is their master blender, correct?
Correct.
And we've got the Sapsquatch and the Four Grain sitting in front of us.
No, two Sapsquatches.
Oh, two
two
Sapsquatches.
Sapsquatches.
Grab the 4 grain water.
So first of all, just kind of, can you tell us a little bit about what the history and what went into this Sapsquatch?
Yeah, so it's a pretty interesting one. So I barrel aged maple syrup first. We only work with Kelvin cooperage, so I'd say Kelvin toasted barrels, either medium or heavy toast. Barrel aged that maple syrup, 3-4 gallons, just enough to wet the barrels. Dump whatever's left out after about 45 days. Then put our bourbon back in for about 6 months. At the 6 month point, I actually put charred maple staves, sugar maple staves, back in the barrel for a month. So it cuts a lot of sweetness and elevates the toast straight back up through too. So it doesn't make like a breakfast in a glass.
It's a beautiful bourbon. This is one that I've seen Charlie almost cry over.
So, when we did this episode, I had such a visceral reaction to it of just pure love. Fell in love with it.
Were you expecting it to be sweet, or what did you expect? I'm gonna interview you.
You always wonder, when people see honey finished and maple syrup finished, you always wonder like how that balance is going to be. Is it going to be overly sweet, or is there not going to be any sweetness? Is it hiding bad whiskey? I feel like Sapsquatch is the perfect marriage of what a finished, especially a maple finished, to your point, breakfast in a glass. And I have never had a bottle that I loved as much, and this is the bad part, I wanted to share it with everybody, and everybody I let try it, whether they were bourbon drinkers or not, that bottle lasted maybe 6 days in my house.
Crazy.
They destroyed it, and I was telling Andy, the thing about this bottle is it's so perfect and well balanced. You can drink it neat, you can drink it in a cocktail, you pour it over a big rock.
Killer cocktail.
It's almost a cocktail in a glass.
Yeah.
If you had just a bourbon cherry in there.
That's what I do, with a little bit of orange.
And that's it, and it's ready to go. It is so good. And if you haven't checked out Short Barrel stuff, we've done episodes on the cigar batches. We've done Bee's Knees, Sapsquatch, and the 4 grain. No, thank you. The 4 grain that we had just tried here. Tell everybody the MSRP on that 4 grain.
$39.99.
$39.99.
Yeah,
And
5 year Kentucky.
on the way up, cannot make this up, on the way down here from home, we were just talking about, I said, I haven't found any 4 grains. We've been walking around, and I'm a big fan of 4 grain whiskey, and now you got one from Short Barrel for $40.
So you know ours is not distilled 4 grain, correct? So I blended to
Yes.
create a 4 grain. So I started this project about 8 months ago. So when we started the brand, we bought a bunch of Wilderness Trail weeded bourbon. You guys know I say all
Yep.
of my sources. So
Absolutely.
Wilderness Trail bourbon and Green River bourbon. So I started 50-50, dead on flat, barrel one to see what they would do. And the rye just kept eating everything out.
Yeah.
So I took it up. It took me 8 months to find the rate ratio. It's about 4.5 to 1 on the ratios. And we don't have big investors or anything else too. They're like, we knew we needed a $40 bourbon, and we found one, and I'm so dang proud of where that thing came out.
It's so good and so drinkable. And we've talked about it all this weekend. It's like who's giving us what the industry is lacking.
Yeah.
And it's really good, really affordable
A lot of
bottle.
the industry doesn't realize, like, we're not a single barrel company. Like,
Right.
I will say that through and through. We love our single barrels. We were a barrel picking group for years. Like, that's not who we are. There's a lot of great single barrel companies here. They're doing killer jobs. But like us, we're different. Our 4 grains and cocktails in Disney World. We have another product called Lawn Dart on the Old 4th Distillery. We're in SeaWorld in Florida on that one. We're working with major hotels.
Nice.
We also have core brands. So like, we preach from day one, while this is beautiful for me to fun and have fun with, we're still trying to build a company.
Right.
So the 4 grain was one of those things too, and so many feedback today. Your toasted was cool, tried it at a bar, I'm not spending $60 on it while it's cool. $40, I'm now in your brand. So it's like a little gateway that I didn't even think about as like while we were trying to launch it, was now people can try our brand, and now they're just kind of hooked. And we took 2 really good, beautiful whiskeys on their own and created what we think is like probably a little bit of a game changer, especially for an NDP. We are distilling, that's our whiskey house, we're distilling with Whiskey House. But to have that price point, 5-year-old, it's not age stated, but it's all 5 year, probably work its way up to. We own hundreds of barrels, it's not going anywhere. it's been a really cool product for us to launch.
That's awesome.
And talking about getting people into your brand, I was very skeptical of the Sapsquatch and the Bee's Knees because I've
bigger than you.
I've never, well, I've never liked the honey finish, and I was really skeptical of the maple finish, and I love them both.
So me as a blender, one thing I try to do, I always try to go spirit first. I never, like there's single barrels that have been picked of our Bee's Knees. I'll try to talk groups out of them, like, that's a perfect blending barrel. No, we want sweet, we want sweet. And like, your money, whatever, and I won't talk them out of it. But when I'm able to do my small batches, you're always gonna get spirit first, and then you're gonna get enough of that finish to know it's finished. But you said earlier, it picked up is like, I'm not trying to hide crappy whiskey. There's a lot of tenure in this one, because I did this one for the fest. There's tenure Barton in there and everything else too. I'm not trying to hide crappy whiskey. My blends on their own are not being seen. I would sell those as blends all day. All I'm doing is elevating those blends to something different.
It's awesome.
And our aging in Atlanta, a lot of people are like, you're honey, and other people are doing honey in this too. I can't do what the environment is over here versus here.
Right.
So aging in Atlanta, we get some such cool. We get 4 seasons.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate I get 60 more days of heat there, so I'm able to stretch it out. And a lot of these, we take advantage of our heat. So I have a semi truck parked outside all summer long where I age in. So a semi truck will hit 120 degrees
That's
sometimes.
awesome.
So a lot of our double oak, a lot of finish level sitting there, it's flying into the wood, then I bring it in and it cools off. So it's creating that unique environment for barrel experiencing.
That's awesome.
So for anyone watching who's not familiar with short barrel, just kind of give a little bit of rundown of who you are, how you got started.
Yeah, so my name's Glenn Dugan, one of the co-owners and partners of Short Barrel. I'm also master blender. The true Short Barrel is actually downstairs. Adam, he's bald down there. We were on a barrel pick in 2016, and a guy my size picked up Adam, said, "Come here, my little Short Barrel." That's actually where the name came from. Seriously, go down and talk to Adam. But that's actually how it happened. So it's an industry term. It is trademarked, so don't try to use Short Barrel out there. But really, the Short Barrel is because of Adam downstairs.
Stay tuned, because I'm going to go down and pick up Adam. I'm not going to do that.
Go down and grab some. Come here, my little Short Barrel. Yeah. Well, that's who we are. So based in Atlanta, Northwest Georgia, we're in 5 states, shipped to 48. We have a short list subscription online. You get first access to everything, and it includes bottles. So it's a $300 range, $700 range. You get 2 or 4 bottles, or 4 bottles a year. Free shipping. As a brand, really cool thing for us in NPP. We're opening a location in Atlanta's airport, so we open in a month in Terminal E.
That's awesome.
So we'll have a tasting room under the Old Fourth brand, but Short Barrel will be present in there.
Sweet.
Full-on kitchen and stuff too. So if you're traveling through Atlanta, you don't have to go out of the airport to see us.
Well, awesome. Well, we know you got to run. We really appreciate the
you
time.
guys.
Thanks so much. If you
Absolutely.
haven't
Thank
checked
you.
out Short Barrel, do
Check
so.
it out.
Stay
He's bigger
tuned.
than me.
Oh wait, and we have a sign off.
For sure.
Oh, we do have a sign off. That's
And
right.
it's keep your wallets loose and your bungholes tight. So KYBT, keep your bungholes tight. Can you tell everybody to keep your bungholes tight?
Keep your bungholes tight.
He said so.
Pop bottles.
Oh, pop bottles, not bottles.
There we go. Trademark.
Yeah.
Shirt. Oh, it's a Peerless shirt. That's awesome.
Nice. What size is that,
Sweet.
Charlie?
Why
Why don't you try it on?
it's a youth medium.
For you.
I don't
Try
think
that bad boy on. It'll fit.
I don't think it's gonna fit.
Oh yeah, come on.
I don't
Nothing
think
wrong
so.
with a schmedium.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, Glenn and Charlie here with So in the Bourbon, and we are here with Cordell Lawrence and Caleb Kilburn from Eastern Light Distilling. First of all, just kind of tell us a little bit about Eastern Light and your all's background and what you've got going on.
Sure. So Eastern Light is a solutions-based hub under construction as a contract distillery in Eastern Kentucky, Moorhead specifically, that offers infinite customization and more access to our beloved bourbon industry.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you're largely a contract distiller, correct?
Solely a contract distiller.
Okay.
We're here to enable our clients' success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caleb, tell us a little bit about your background, where you came from, and how you and Cordell kind of got hooked up.
So my background is I was born and raised in Eastern Kentucky, big fan of the sciences, and when I got into the industry, it was through a love for the process engineering around the spirits, more so than the spirits themselves. Matter of fact, I decided I wanted to be a distiller before I even regularly consumed. But I was able to start working with Kentucky Bourbon Distilling Company, love the family, amazing group of people, and that's where Cordell and I worked alongside one another and helping out with that project as they were building it up and ultimately building their brand. During that tenure, we noticed that there was a pretty consistent theme where some of these non-distilled independent brands were failing to reach their potential, and a lot of it had to do with them not being able to speak to the origin of their spirit. They had great concepts, great products, even such as Oxmoor. It's an amazing spirit, but if you can't speak to the origin of where it's made, how it's made, or even have any influence on it, it just makes it difficult to achieve commercial success. So what we wanted to do is, as we grew up within the industry, we saw this need and we decided to meet it. So through Eastern Light, we decided to create a new contract-focused distillery that operates almost as a co-op, allowing brands to come in, to affiliate, to have a place for them to create their own products and be affiliated with the distillery that ultimately can become their home place. We invite them to be represented within our gift shop, within experiences like here at Bourbon or at Bourbon Beyond next week or Kentucky Bourbon Festival this week. It's just fundamentally different to embrace them as a customer, client, as a friend, as a partner, more so than just someone that you sell barrels to.
That affiliation gives them recognition, right, credibility, and access to the market they otherwise would lack, and also the marketable assets they need to succeed in the market.
And you mentioned Oxmoor, which is what we're sipping on right now. What are some of the other brands that you currently...
So Safai Bourbon, it's founded by an entrepreneur who's also a coffee roaster in Louisville, Kentucky. New Era out of Lexington, Kentucky, who was a great single barrel selector, to his credit. Also Left Bank, which is a Louisville to New Orleans connection. They actually put the barrels on a barge, spends up to 29 days on the water, kind of adds the environment as it goes down to the extreme high and lows, and then comes back to Natchez Trace up to Louisville, kind of mimicking the trade route from Louisville to New Orleans back in the day.
That's a great story, and I got to try all of these the other night at the Distillers Club at the downtown Marriott, and they were all very good.
Thank you.
And what's fun about this is it's not always a one-size-fits-all approach. It's not, we have to produce, we have to source, we have to do the whole shoot match. For some people, they just need an extra set of eyes on a brand, or they want some advice or help with distribution, and we are completely agnostic and embrace what they've already done. In other cases, like with Oxmoor, they need assistance beyond just the bottle, just the label. They need more of a turnkey approach. And so we right-size our involvement for each individual client.
Awesome. Charlie, you have anything?
I know these guys are short for time, so we appreciate all the information. Thank you for the pour. Stay tuned. More great stuff coming.
Cheers. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Good to see you. We are at Heaven's Door. This is Beth, and she's got the Heaven's Door Revelation. Beth, why don't you tell people a little bit about the bottle you have in your hand?
Most definitely. So we were talking about something that is going to be less than $70, right? That was kind of what you all were highlighting. So we're looking at a $49.99 bottle here. You are getting really something that's going to open up over and over and over again as it sits inside of your glass. 3 liquid streams inside of this Revelation going into that double barrel and that finish to get that extra oomph and that sugar there. So you got a Tennessee bourbon, a Tennessee whiskey, and a rye in here. So like I said, a lot of complexity, just so much happening as it goes through. That first sip, that first smell is going to be different than that third, then that fifth, then that seventh.
And this is a double barrel whiskey, right?
Double barrel whiskey, yes sir.
That's got a really interesting nose on it.
And we're at 100 proof as well.
Yeah.
So of our core 4 lineup.
That's really nice. That's really, you can really pick up on the influence of the second barrel there.
Yeah. What are you getting from the second barrel? Is it more of that sugar forward note? Is it more
a little
of
bit, but it's more of a well-rounded, almost like a caramel or toffee.
Okay.
Which we were talking before about a single barrel that I tried that had a really nice toffee note on it, and I'm getting a little bit of that, and then just a little bit of the rye spice.
I feel like our tasting notes are always like, it's a Meyer lemon, it's a cinnamon bun, it's got so many things going on, but it's literally this long of a description because there's so much happening inside, and everybody gets something a little different.
Well, and honestly, my palate is, pretty pedestrian. I usually pick up on 5 or 6 notes.
You're like, this tastes like whiskey, yay!
Yeah, exactly. It's good, right? So
that's what matters. If you can go good or not my thing.
Yeah, and every now and then, when you do pull out a note that's kind of out of thin air, and it hits you immediately, that's what's cool about whiskey, right?
Absolutely. So. Mine are usually memories that pulls from and childhood candies sometimes, where I'm literally going through a Rolodex I've had this before. When have I had this?
We had one the other night. I forget what it was, but as soon as I tasted it, it took me back to my grandmother's house.
Yes.
She had a cookie jar.
Okay.
She always kept an apple in the cookie jar, and that kept the cookies from getting stale.
Amazing.
And that smell, it just immediately hit me. That was so cool. And you form an emotional bond.
Absolutely.
Immediately with the whiskey. So Beth, you were telling me you live in New Albany, Indiana. So
I
you're
do.
Just neighbors with us.
I know.
Yeah.
I moved there about 2 years ago. It's been great.
Small world. Is there anything else coming out from Heaven's Door or anything you want to tell the people about?
Most definitely. So we are getting our distillery set up and ready for tourism, which is so exciting. We've been making whiskey there for quite some time. We just haven't been able to bring people through. So we're in a friends and family world right now as we're trying to open up. It will be a little bit more of a hard hat tour as we continue to stand stuff up. We also have Zephyr, which is going to be our tasting room in downtown Louisville, right next to Last Refuge, where we're going to have a really nice spot for people to taste our whiskey, to be able to work with some of the Bob Dylan Center stuff, as well as the Morrison Gallery. So
really been
got
looking
this
forward.
guy.
Who's this gentleman?
This is Colby. He's
Colby,
good.
what's going on?
Another fellow ambassador of Heaven's Door
I'm
Whiskey.
Glenn. Nice to meet you.
Happy to be here.
Love
I'm out
your
of
hat.
Chicago. Happy to be in Kentucky with y'all.
Awesome. We're really looking forward to the distillery opening and the tasting room.
Yes,
So
it's
hopefully
gonna
we
be
can
great.
get over and shoot some content there. And
Please.
yeah,
We're
appreciate
friends
you.
now, so.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate you taking time to talk to us today. I know you're busy, so
All good. No worries,
we
fellas.
will
Thanks,
let you
fellas.
get back to it.
Cheers.
Thank you. Okay.
Very nice glasses, by the
Thank
way.
you. They are beautiful glasses.
Stylish.
Are we live here? We are live on TikTok. If you're watching on TikTok, we're at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. We're here with Amine from Old Louisville Whiskey Company. You just go by Amine. You're like Prince or Beyonce. You just have one
Yeah,
name,
right.
and everyone knows.
Listen to this guy.
Really, we walk through the crowd here. He gets stopped like every 2 seconds. Everyone knows Amine. Everyone loves Amine. And we're glad to have him sitting here with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
100%, and that's no exaggeration. He is a mean famous. Like it just, and it's everybody, and it's because of what he has built. And
Maybe because I have whiskey?
I mean, listen,
that helps.
but I think
He does. And Amine is known for a lot of great sourced whiskeys that you do your magic with. More of a higher price point, a lot of that stuff. But now you've come out with this Kentucky series, right?
Mm-hmm.
This bottle you see right before us. Tell us a little bit about that.
So for the first 3 years of production, we've been in the market. Everything we have released has been MGP. I love the MGP distillate. I love the old Seagram, story, history, science, chemistry, everything else you can imagine about that old Seagram distillery. And then, as you know, we don't bottle anything younger than 7.5, 8. Our Kentucky barrels just turned an 8 early this year. So we decided to create something very unique, completely different than Old Louisville. And that's what we did. We took our Kentucky barrels, we called it the Kentucky Series by Old Louisville because we sourced from multiple distilleries in Kentucky. Now that the barrels are getting to age and they're ready to be consumed. So we took our first properly aged barrels from Bardstown Bourbon Company, 8.5 and 8 years old, 78, 10, 12. And we wanted to create something fun. So what we did is we called it Kentucky Series by Old Louisville. Old Louisville has always been uncut and filtered. This one is 100 proof. So a little easier to drink, more approachable to newbies or people that don't like high proof. And then the price point is $59. So it's very competitive, 8-year bottle and bond.
And very timely.
Yes.
Because people are looking for more affordable.
Can you say that one more time? MSRP?
$59.99.
$59.99.
So we bought one of the 8 warehouses that Seagram built to hold barrels in front of their distillery on 7th Street, and we're gonna be moving to Shively, moving the entire operation there. So it's very, very exciting for me, for my brand, and hopefully for my kids down the road to take over a historic site. The site was built in 1933. The completion right after Prohibition. Seagram's built a big campus in Louisville. Obviously, it's the hub of the whiskey, just like Bardstown, Kentucky. So they started construction on distillery offices and 8 rick houses. 1933, as soon as Prohibition ended, they completed the construction in 1936. And then in the 80s, when the whiskey industry was very slow and taking a big hit, they actually shut down the entire operation. So the distillery became a vegetable oil refinery. The offices are actually headquarters of a charity now. And the 8 warehouses never had any barrels, never been bonded again up until last July, this past July. We rolled barrels for the first time after 42 years to this warehouse. So we bonded one piece of the puzzle of the old Seagram facility in Louisville.
Old Louisville whiskey, preserving history.
If you're ever in Louisville and I know you want to do all the big company tours, but if you don't check out Old Louisville Whiskey Company, then you're missing out. You're missing out. Thanks so much, Amine.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks, Amine. And as always, keep your wallets loose.
Let's drink more.
Let's drink more.
Good night, everybody. Cut.